This is the plaintiff, Giovanni Santoro. He says he hired the defendant to restore the chrome work on his 1958 Alfa Romeo Touring Spider classic car. Unfortunately, the hack destroyed the parts he was supposed to restore. Now it's going to cost him an arm and a leg getting the job done right because of all the defendant's mistakes. He's suing for $2,000, the amount he needs to make things right. This is the defendant, Al Dorbecker. He says he's been in business for 45 years and can smell a rat when he sees one. The plaintiff sent him the chrome parts. He fixed them, stripped them, then sent them back as instructed. The guy planned this whole thing, set him up. Now the nasty louse is trying to get him to pay for his restoration by suing him here today. He's accused of Crummy Chroming.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Plaintiff had a 1958 Alfa Romeo, says defendant screwed it up. Defendant says no way. It's the case of Alfa Romeo.
Thank you, Douglas.
Welcome,
Giovanni Santoro.
Yes, I'm
You are suing 21st Century Finishes Incorporated, represented here by Mr. Dorbecker. You're the owner?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. For $2,000, the amount you say it will cost to repair some parts that you say he did not repair correctly. Tell me what's going on.
Mentioned in late April, I contacted 21st Century for some chrome to be done. Briefly
Chrome from
talk
where?
by me.
What kind of chrome? Chrome
It's
that
a
belonged...
chrome car part, fog lights and tail lights of a car, a 1958 Alfa Romeo.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
I contacted the gentleman. He said that he wanted to see
How did you find him?
on the computer to Evening Motor News.
Okay.
So I contacted him. He said I had to send the part to him to evaluate the work to be done.
Okay. So you send it to him, he looks at it, and he gives you a quote.
Yes, he gave me a quote. He said
And you agree on the terms, and the terms were that you were going to pay him $1,100.
That's correct.
All right. So you do the job, and how long does it take you to do the job?
Job like a normal turnaround time is about 3 weeks, and then if there's any type of repairs or restoration that has to be done, that's additional time, and that's a time and materials type of thing.
Okay. Well, what was to be done?
According to the agreement, we were to chrome plate Mr. Santoro's parts.
All right. Did you have to strip it first?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have the actual agreement between the two of you, or emails that will show me what the agreement was?
It was primarily verbal.
Okay. Do you
we
have
had an
anything in
invoice.
writing or
It
no?
was a verbal agreement through email.
Okay. According to you, what was the agreement for $1,100? What was he supposed to do?
He was supposed to strip the chrome, fix the pinhole, and re-chrome it.
How do you fix a pinhole? What was wrong with the pinhole?
The pinhole has to be TIG welded with the same material.
The pinhole has to be
TIG weld.
TIG weld.
Weld, yes,
Okay.
W-E-L.
And what does that mean? What did they do
It's
to
a
the...
special electronic that melted the material on the same stage.
Okay, what is he talking about? What happens? What has to happen with the pinholes?
The hole that he's referring to is for oxidation, deterioration of the base metal.
So the pinholes that are there are rust. We want that gone. We do want that to be filled. So do you have pictures of the finished product that you sent to him?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let me have that. And you received the finished product and you felt that it had not been done appropriately, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is it that you felt was not done appropriately?
They were destroyed more than the one I had originally. Your
Okay, that's an
Honor.
opinion. I want to know, I want you to tell me what was not done.
It wasn't had.
Okay,
the
I'm
proper-
sorry. Wait, stop. I cannot possibly finesse, get an idea of what this looks like from a piece of paper. Do you have it in photo paper, or do you have it in your computer or your
ma'am.
phone? Do you have pictures?
Yes, ma'am.
Are your pictures on a piece of paper too, or are they
Yes,
on
I
something
do.
that I can actually see?
That's the original
All right,
picture.
she'll ask you. She'll ask you. Hold on.
Okay. So I need you to come over here so you can tell me what your pictures are. All right. What is this?
This is the tail lights original, which I sent prior to when I sent it to him.
Okay. These are all
That's
before?
all the same, yes. That's the pinhole that were existing that I wanted.
Yeah, that's
to
rust.
Yes.
Okay. These are all before?
Yes.
Okay. Where is after?
After, I have in
Oh,
the
well,
bag.
go back.
Yeah, I have in the back. I
Go
couldn't
ahead.
take a picture of
That's-
it.
What?
I couldn't take a picture because...
Okay, you have the actual item?
Yes, I do, yes.
Better yet, bring it up.
Yes.
Perfect. In fact,
You want
I'll
them
go
all
over
up
there.
there?
Yeah, no, I'll go over there.
Classic car, awesome or too much trouble?
It's awesome. I mean, what's
Too much trouble, trust me, going inside the courtroom.
The only picture we have of how it looked when you sent it to him the first time is that the one you printed out, not on photo paper, which would have cost you all of $1, but on a regular piece of paper where you can't see any detail or richness to the photo, correct? You don't have a picture of it when he sent it to you. This is how you sent it back to him and then he stripped it, right? Yes. Right, exactly. So I can't see the job he did other than from that photo paper.
Okay, just step back around.
So I'm gonna have to trust both of you on how it looked. Okay, so you tell me how it looked, then you tell me how it looked. Go ahead. What was wrong with it?
Well, they were damaged from the heat applied with it, with the acetylene.
How were they damaged?
With the heat, the pot metal.
No, when I look at it, what would I see damaged?
The damage was all like you put something in the hot water, it makes like an orange, whatever, it makes a crack and hole of everything. It was.
Okay, if you want me to believe that that's how he sent the finished product to you, I need to see a picture of how he sent the finished product to you looking like that.
That one is
because
just
the
what
picture
it is.
he does have, I don't see anything orange in it. I don't see anything cracked in it. It's not a great picture, but if you want me to believe that that's how it looked, I need to, you know.
Well, he agreed with me that the job wasn't done properly.
Did you agree with him that the job wasn't
he's-
done properly?
No.
Okay, so let me explain something to you. I have a husband who is so obsessed with cars and is so picky about every tiny little thing. So you got the right judge for your case, okay?
Great.
Because he's crazy. Every little thing has to be perfect, and he'll send it 5 times to be perfect. He'll see things that no one else will see. And as far as I'm concerned, if that's his midlife crisis, raise the roof. I'm doing fine. Okay, if that's the other woman in my life, I'm okay. But you still got to prove it in a court of law. I need to see some proof of that it's not just you being too picky, that he didn't do his job. I have to see proof of that. What you've done is you took that and then you said to him, you know what, strip it. I want it to look differently, so I'm sending it back to you, and I want you to strip the whole thing and just send it to me stripped. I'm going to have somebody over here chrome it. Correct?
No, they were going to take care of the repair, and I had offered to re-chrome it at no charge.
They were going to take care of the repair, and
Yes.
then he was going to send it back to you, and then you were going to chrome it, which is a spray, right? You do that
No,
by-
that's an electrolytic process, ma'am.
So you stripped it, sent it back to you. That's a strip thing, and you never had somebody else do the repair, or you
Well,
did?
the strip isn't done in the proper way because all the lead that's supposed to
All
be
right, now
coming
here's
out
what
of
you're
it.
going to need. You have no evidence for me of how it was unsatisfactory by pictures. You then have him, what did you do to that? Strip it?
I stripped the chrome.
And then send it back to you, and you're supposedly going to take it to somebody else, but that somebody else tells you that it's not stripped properly. So
That's correct.
Okay, great. Where is that somebody else to testify? Do you have an affidavit? Do you have anything, something to prove your case?
No, sir. No,
No, it's not sir, but that's all right. Then I find in favor of the defendant in this case because you do not have sufficient proof to request any of your money back. Not having a single picture of how he sent it damaged, not having a single statement from another expert saying that how he stripped it was inappropriate. Verdict for the defendant.
Thank you.
So the plaintiff leaves the courtroom empty-handed. How can you expect to win the case without any hard evidence for the judge?
The evidence is everything here, sir.
Well, that's the
Everything was there, everything. The agreement was...
You got the photos in there, the
Yes,
pictures?
everything is pictures, everything is here.
You had pictures, but you didn't show them to the judge?
I showed to the judge, but they want a picture when the job was done. I wasn't meant to take the gentleman to court. I want him to complete my job. I still want to send the job to him to complete the job. But I got involved on the stripping, which was on the process, so it wasn't stripped the proper way.
I know, we heard all that
Okay.
stuff. All right, that's the man. Follow that man right around the corner, right there. Follow that guy. All right, step on in here. Your work, he says your work wasn't up to par here.
You can't
I just had
Work
shoulder
with-
surgery, sorry.
What'd you have?
Shoulder surgery.
All right, hope you're feeling better. He says your work wasn't up to par.
Well, I've got hundreds of customers or thousands of customers that are more than satisfied with the work that we do. We've been in business for 45 years.
Well, what are you doing in court then?
You can't solve everybody's problems all the time. Mr. Santoro asked me to strip the pieces and send them back to him, which I did. And he was going to have them repaired and send them back to me, which he chose to come to court as opposed to sending them back to have
I
them
know,
redone
we
again.
know that part. You stand by your work here? You think you did your best work?
I do. I stand by my work 110%.
Okay. Harvey?
This is so simple. No evidence, no judgment.